All right, class, so let's take a deeper look into our primary source text, the Declaration of Independence. So we have already read through the first paragraph. Now we're going to look at the second paragraph. So remember, we need to chunk it down and read the words very closely. And if we also need to further comprehend, we will repeat and we will pronunciate the words well enough for us to be able to instill the words and the meaning into our memory. So, we hold these truths to be self-evident truths. So, we need to assume what we're going to hear in the rest of the document is going to be something that is undeniably true. And they are self-evident, meaning we ourselves are able to see it without anybody else telling us. It's evident to us. It is very obvious. No one has to tell us. It's almost human nature to know that. What is human nature to know? What is self-evident? That all men are created equal. All men are created equal. So we're talking about liberty, we're talking about equality, okay? That they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. So they are endowed as they're entitled to. They're given something because they deserve it by their Creator, capital C. What does that signal to us? Capital C, it is a proper noun. They're talking about a higher being, God. God has given them unalienable rights. So rights that cannot be taken away. Rights that are born with us from birth. That among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, okay? I've heard that phrase a couple times. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men. So to make sure that we have these rights, okay, so that they're secure, governments are instituted, or they are put in place, an institution. That's how we know we can connect those words, institute and institution. They're instituted among men, so among the people who are voting them in. Deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. So deriving as in derivative, or if something derives from something, that means it's coming from something. So their powers are coming from the consent. So I've been hearing that word consent a lot in the news. A consent is when someone agrees, someone says yes to something beforehand. So in consent of the governed. So the people who are being governed, the average everyday people, they should be giving the consent to the people we have in government. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, so whenever the government becomes destructive like destruct or destruction, so whenever the government goes bad, or whenever we are not content with the government, it's the right of the people, our right as people, the voters, to alter and to abolish it. So we have the right, if we are not content with the government, we should be able to change or to get rid of the government and start from fresh, to institute a new government, laying its foundations on such principles, so making sure that our new government is founding on the values that we all believe in, that will ensure our safety and happiness.